G'day everybody, Wong here. Today's video is going to be about a gun that I personally really enjoy and my Discord voted to be the next video, and it's going to be the Mark 14 EBR. This gun is really fun. It is a full auto DMR that has a really good range. I think I'm really just going to say off the bat, if you like the AK-15 and the Scar H and their more long range sort of stuff, you're going to love the Mark 14 EBR. It's the same thing, but it kills slightly slower up close, but also it has way less recoil, meaning that at range you can actually full auto, meaning your kills at range will actually be faster than those other guns. So yeah, this gun's really good. They got changed really recently. So in this video I'm going to go over the changes, and that'll be the first thing I do. Then I'm going to go over the two builds that I was running, and then I'm going to go over the playstyle just sort of roughly, and then I'm going to do a live commentary. So I hope you guys enjoy. So the changes to the Mark 14 we're really going to be worrying about here is honestly the vertical recoil reduction is huge. It's pretty much in half. The horizontal recoil increase honestly wasn't too noticeable. I did notice it a little bit, so I ended up using an SC5 grip a bit, which is a grip that mixes the recoil benefits, but honestly the horizontal recoil isn't really noticeable. The first shot kick also, in my opinion, is not that noticeable, considering the first shot kick, like the first shot is going to have less recoil than the old Mark 14's first shot, because 1 times by 2.2 is more than 1.5 times 1.3. So it's totally fine and it's pretty much negligible. Velocity increase is really good. I actually didn't notice it, which is interesting, but I tell you what, I didn't notice being annoyed about it. So I guess that's I guess that does mean something. Control doesn't matter. ADS time reduced doesn't matter. Starting mags reduced also did not matter. I did not notice the mags being reduced. I thought I would. It's actually not that bad. These changes all in all are super duper positive for the gun, and this gun slaps now. So I ran a couple of builds. One build I ran was, I did a vertical grip, tactical barrel, just to reduce the vertical as much as possible, the vertical recoil as much as I could. And I actually ended up running a red dot. I tried this on old Namak, and I was on a rooftop just sort of farming. And it was actually really fun to have a gun that just felt like it literally had almost zero recoil, because the fire rate for this gun is only 400, plus a really low vertical recoil. It really just felt so low, like a super duper low recoil build. And running that with a red dot was totally fine. You definitely could chuck on a slip scope to extend your range out further. That is totally fine. That would be a really good change. Also, another thing is I recommend playing Assault with all DMRs. That was just a quick side note on all the DMRs, play Assault, it's just better. Second build I ran was actually, I was running the slip scope plus the SC5 grip and the tactical barrel. The reason is just to make the horizontal a little bit better than it was, and also because when I want to extend my range out even further, that's when horizontal actually becomes a problem. So if you're trying to extend your range out, chuck an SC5 on instead. That'll help lower the horizontal pretty much without making your vertical too bad. I ran the slip, but I also ran another scope. I ran the Burris, but yeah, this gun's really fun, and I highly recommend using this gun if you are looking to get into the DMRs. This is a really good entryway, and as I said earlier in the video, if you like the Scar H and the AK-15, give this gun a go. I think that this is really fun for killing snipers. I think it's really fun for getting, if you get jumped up close, it's actually not too bad. It's still, you'd prefer an actual gun, but out of all the DMRs, it's really good. But yeah, this gun is just, it feels like the AUG of DMRs. This gun, the AUG and the Ultimax all feel similar in the way where they're like really low recoil range, like full auto destroyers. So yeah, this gun's really good. If you like the AUG as well, try this out.
Hey!
Alrighty, I'm going to do a live commentary with the Mark 14 EBR. We are on Old District. I'm using the Mark 14. I'm on a custom server that has perks and kill streaks, but I don't have any perks equipped, so it's not like weird for you guys, you know what I mean? Because it's like, you know, you guys might not be able to get perks, so I don't have any equipped at the moment. And yeah, I'm just going to be running the Mark 14 EBR. I really like Old District, so I'm glad I get to play it again, and I'm really liking the new Mark 14 EBR. It's so good. It's really low recoil, and it just feels like, honestly, it just feels like the old one but better. I know that's kind of been the theme of these past couple of videos, like the oh, actually it might not have been, because I've only just I've made videos on the PP2000 and the Ultimax, and those two guns just feel like better versions of their old self, whereas I guess the Val and Honey Badger are a little bit different, but let's check the map here. D is most likely going to have enemies, and also this south side of B, because that's where their spawn comes in. and I reckon they'll run up to B, and that's why all our teammates are chilling here. But I'm going to head to D and see if I can find any enemies, and I can actually stop here and have a look because my range is just that good. Oh, whoopsies. I've got a little bit too much horizontal. I'm running double vertical stuff at the moment, so I was doing some testing, and I do really like double vertical attachments, but I do find myself wishing I had less horizontal recoil, so I might switch off. But honestly, it just feels so good. I really do like the double vertical. I think that the double vertical, just like with some of the other guns, like pretty much every gun's like this. If you stack vertical, that's easy kills. Whereas if you stack horizontal recoil and make horizontal a lot better, you're extending your maximum range. Like right here, I wouldn't have missed all those shots if I had less horizontal. But at the same time, all the kills in between me and that guy, like the ranges in between me and that range, would be harder to get. So it's like a tough choice. I personally, I believe that if you were trying to become the best player you can, it's always good to snuff out horizontal recoil and get as little as possible. But at the same time, if you're just looking to like kind of like sort of semi-chill and just have a gun that's a bit easier to use, like make the gun feel like a bit of a laser beam, I'd reduce vertical, sorry. So I personally always recommend verticals. I think the majority of the player base will actually get something out of that build, but high skill builds will either be horizontal or, honestly, another thing apart from horizontal is also reload speed. There's a little kid, oh my gosh. That guy just dragged him away, that is so frustrating. I'm not worried about my XP or anything, but I just feel bad for that guy, because he was about to get res and now he has to wait even longer, which is such a shame. Oh no, I'm so silly. Alright, let's have a look. Let's spawn back in. I really like Old District, but right now we actually don't have many players. We only have 75 on each team instead of 127, so this is a lot slower than a normal match of District. I'm sure if any of you guys played Old District, you guys would know what I'm talking about. Like, it's very different to how it used to be with this little of players. Oh man, I'm so silly. Normally it's really hectic, and it's really hard to find a safe position and things like that. But right now it's actually just kind of like chill. I might I'm thinking about changing to a horizontal thing. Yeah, I'll go SE5 and get an in-between and see how that feels, because I haven't actually tested that out. I have tested the horizontal in an earlier match, but I've not tested the mix. I always... Look, here's the thing. I'm predicting that it's going to be really good, but we'll see. Throwing a smoke grenade up there. I was expecting that to make him back up down the stairs, but it didn't. Using hip fire up close again, just trying to, but the problem is, right, this gun, if you miss some shots, it actually is quite punishing. So you want to try and not be hip firing as much as possible. And I know it seems obvious, but you definitely do want to be abusing this gun's range, because its range is so fantastic. Right there, that was me just being bad, that wasn't the gun. I need to heal up. Someone's coming up. I'm going to do this. Follow this enemy, because he doesn't know that I'm an enemy following him. Oh, that's a shame. I didn't think he'd check the side room. My bad. Okay. Another thing is, if anybody here, since the patch, is having problems with the easy anti-cheat kicking you, what I really recommend is, this is recommended by someone in the in-game chat, and it worked for me, is you go into your game's file by going on Steam, right-clicking the game, and then hitting Browse Local Files. Then go into the files, and when you see BattleBit EAC, launch that as admin, and that, for me, has stopped me from getting kicked, which I think is good. That guy's got exo armor. Normally it won't take that many shots to kill someone, and normally you'd want a full auto, but that was out of my full auto range, so that's why I was semi-auto tapping. You definitely want a full auto with this gun as much as you can, just because the first shot kick isn't very good. I'm gonna head over here and look at the open ground outside of C, because my gun's really good against people in the open. Weird, that guy took a lot of shots. He must have had heavy armor, maybe. Perhaps, I don't know if that actually would do much. Okay, so those guys are getting back to cover. There's a guy close here I just saw underneath this tree. That's him, dead. I'm gonna go over to this rock, and I'm gonna wait for those people in that building, yep, to do exactly what they're doing now. Oh, dang. See that guy's gun skin? He's got the prestige skin on the MP7, which is very epic. What I wanted to do was head to that rock that these guys are at right here, I think the rock is, or here, and get ready for those building guys to start running, and they did, but I just was a little bit too late. Maybe I should equip a smaller vest, which I might do, honestly. I might equip a lighter vest. I don't want to equip the light vest because it'll give me a perk, and I want to be playing the same as you guys would be playing. So I'm not going to equip the light vest because I don't want my game to be all different. But even though it would be a bonus, I just, you know... Anyways, I've explained that enough times. I don't have to go over that again. Let's have a look over this open ground. Let's have a look. I think this is my semi-auto range. With vertical, I might be even shorter. I'm going to res that guy. I'm not going to res the other person just because I'm scared. Oh, no, I'll do it. Oh, no, he's gone. Let's have a look. I'm trying to wait for this people to walk into this gun's range. There's a guy sniping over there. There he is. Headshot, body shot is so good. Alrighty. There's that guy. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to steal that guy's kill, so I stopped shooting. And now I got him killed, so I shouldn't have done that. This guy underneath me, I'm going to ignore him because I want to stay up here and I want to get these like sort of medium range angles and use this cover. As you can see here, I'm playing a lot safer than when I play with other guns. Just purely, dang. As I say that, I open up my red zone to my left and just let it go, but it is what it is. It's good to play a bit safer and play at range and walk a bit slower because, you know, medium range is where I kill people, so I gotta just... Instead of trying to force people into my medium range, really what I'm trying to do is make sure people are not in my close range. That's really what you gotta do. I'm gonna go back to D's. The enemies are capping, meaning there's a fresh bunch of enemies on it. I am gonna be... So here's the thing. Right here on this hill is an obvious position, meaning I'm going to be in the enemy's green zone, which means that they're going to be aiming at me. But because this gun's DPS competes so well at range, I think I'm actually willing to take that. And I'm willing to be in the enemy's green zone and just fight back. Like, because of that, see that guy I'm shooting at right now? Out of bullets, but that guy's got exo armor, yet I'm still outgunning him because my gun's range is really, really good. That's a shame, I really thought that would work. I've only got a couple of gunfights here. I was really expecting more. Maybe they're a bit closer than expected. Yeah, they are, in fact. I'm gonna do this. Okay. This is tough. Yep, dang, I shouldn't have done that. I was gonna try and jump across to the sandbags, but I did that really, really bad. What I should have done there was actually probably whip out the C4 and give that a go, but I failed to do that. Failed to make that decision. So I'm reading the chat. I get so into it for like no reason. This guy's listing out all the perks. There's the server owner listing out all the perks that you can get. There's reduced fall damage, less bleeding chance, faster reload, and there used to be something else, I swear, but I don't remember. Maybe not even. I could be wrong. That could be all of them. Staying up here to keep people in medium range. Now I'm actually going to force myself up close just because of the smokes. I don't like doing this, but it's the best between two options, which is getting 0 kills and getting some. That guy tried to throw a grenade, but there's no grenades on this server, which is a bit weird, which might be bad for the, this could be bad for the live commentary, because my game would end up being pretty different because there's no grenades, but honestly guys, I feel bad. There are no other servers right now, because it's midday in Australia. So everybody's at work and at school and things, whilst I'm still on break, so can't aim because I am in the safe zone. Alright, let's head over to D, and I know that there's, due to map knowledge, that there's like a ridge out here that kind of has a bunch of cover. Oh, I got kicked by easy energy. That is such a shame. Looks like that tip I gave earlier doesn't work, so that's my bad. I'll have to rejoin. That one, let's have a look. Dang, that's such a shame. I'm not gonna lie, this new update has been really killing my, my live commentaries, because they've all just been sort of crummy, because it's like, I'm not gonna lie, after playing, normally what happens with these live commentaries now, normally what I do is I record one match and it actually ends up being pretty good just off rip, and it's fine, and I feel like good and everything, and I get a good live commentary. But then with this new update, I'm having to play like 4 or 5 games in a row where either due to the server starts lagging, or I get kicked too much, or something like that, and I just end up not getting like a good recording. I end up getting really burnt out after playing like a few matches trying to get just one live commentary. Like right now, I've played like 3 or something trying to get a live commentary, or like I played a couple, and I feel very burnt out, but I'm still trying to get you guys like a good recording here. Alright, so right now, I'm going to jump over to the left because that guy could be coming, that I'm along the edge. Oh, I'm going to shoot that guy, and I wanted to go over the fence to throw off their pre-aim if that guy gave callouts. I don't see any enemies here because D has been capped. I'm going to kill this guy. I was going to not kill him for a sec, but then I thought, I don't think he's got anyone nearby. C's been taken, E and A have been taken. I might go back here and I might sit up on the ridge, try and get long range fights on people coming from A. I'm trying to make my way across. I'm going to go like that. There we are. I'm going to go across here and try to fight the people on A. And see if they're running from A to C, because A did sort of get capped recently. Let's have a look. I play Assault when I'm using DMRs as well, just because I get the aim speed, reload speed, and draw speed bonuses, which are really, really good. So this is a really good spot where I can be at medium range. Once again, I'm not too stressed if they turn around and look at me because my gun will outperform their guns at this range. So I'm actually not too stressed about about repositioning here. I'm cool with actually sitting still. Normally I would be repositioning a bunch, but yeah, as I said, the proficiency of the gun at range means that I don't have to, which is really, really awesome. It makes for really relaxed range gameplay. Like, instead of it being, oh yeah, range gameplay that's like busted OP, it's just really relaxed with this gun, which is awesome. Super duper fantastic. Okay. Staying behind this tree again, just trying to wait for people to come a bit closer. I saw a guy on my right here, and that's why I ducked. Because I didn't want him to kill me. Because he was in my red zone, right? Like, I saw him out of the corner of my eye in my red zone. In my red zone, I just want to get behind cover and then re-peek with him in my green zone. I don't even want to, like, try to do a flick. I don't know where this guy's going. He might have dipped into our territory to get a bit of distance or a flank going. So I'm honestly not too sure. I think I could get picked by this guy at any moment, like this medic that I've lost, but we'll see what happens. Unless I got an assist that I wasn't paying attention to. I think that guy died. I don't think he proned. I'm pretty sure he died. I'm gonna grab some ammo as well. Alright, so I managed to get some kills off of those guys coming from A, which was good. That's definitely what I was looking for. Oh, I'm out of points. I guess I spent all my ammo just then. There's enemies at D now. That's fantastic for me. See, right there, that's well within my range, which is good. That's definitely what you want from a DMR, but here's the thing. If you used to like the SCAR and the AK-15 as DMRs, give this gun a go, because it feels very similar. Except just like you get to kill way quicker. And the full auto up close, yeah, the DPS is a little bit lower, but it's totally fine. Like, it's totally doable. Okay, that's bad luck. I'm gonna do this because I see a guy in my red zone. Man, more people in my red zone. I'm just gonna run into here. I'm actually gonna do this. I think this will throw them off. I don't think they'd pre-aim all the way wide on this direction. I just got an advanced UAV. I'm going to hit M for a sec. Oh, dang. I was just going to show it off. This is what it looks like with the kill streaks. If you get 50 kills, you get a nuke, which is interesting, but I'm not going to be using it for the gameplay, so yeah. Not going to be using it for the gameplay just because I don't want you guys to ever watch my videos and go, oh, I couldn't do that in-game because of XYZ. You know what I mean? Like, I want this stuff to all be stuff that you guys can replicate if you follow the tips and all that. Alright, okay. Well, I literally was going to check the map there to make a decision, but I can't now ignore what I've seen. I'm going to just not check the map even for normal decision making until the UAV runs out. Oh, uh-oh. So my situational awareness is going to be bad. So if my situational awareness is going to be this bad, I'm going to sit really, really far back, and instead of it being, I don't know if there's enemies to my left and right, I'm just going to confirm that there aren't any by sitting near the edge of the map. Alrighty. I wouldn't normally play like this, but I cannot check the map without giving, like, OP information to myself. That's all G. Man, I just did it! Oh my gosh, I'm so silly. Dude, I saw some guys like this way. I'm just gonna ignore that and go to D instead. Jeez, man. I'm so sorry, guys. I literally was just talking about how I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, you know I got the Mark 14 going at the moment. Holy moly.
Nice. Tina.
Cool. Glad that guy's keen for the vid. Oh, let's have a look. Is that guy? This is good because it's good cover, and behind I have this, so I can always sit back here if a guy comes up behind me. But he can shoot through the fence, so I got to be a little bit wary. So if someone shoots me from behind, I can't just go oop and tuck. I'm gonna have to go like this and tuck to throw off his aim. But we'll see if I come to that. Like this. Shoot him. Oh, thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Now look, honestly, to try and get my KPM up a little bit, I might actually go up top here and I actually roll the dice to take some close range fights just to show you what close range emergency fights look like with this gun, because they're actually not as bad as you think. It's a similar DPS to the Scar H and things. It's not quite the same, but it's similar. But yeah, so it's actually not too bad for emergency kills up close. Okay, cool, no one there. See, like that right there, that was actually pretty fast. That's fast enough considering I didn't get a headshot especially. That's a shame. Oh, I'm running out of ammo, I didn't even realise. I could just see him through the like grass, like just a little bit there. There's a spawn beacon here. I'm going to destroy it in a moment, but I actually am not too stressed about it. Just to get my bandages back. Okay, wait, let me do this. Just doing that because I don't actually know where he was, so I didn't know if he could shoot me. I knew he was on this side somewhere, but he kept shooting even though I was behind cover, so I thought, you know what, I know where he is due to like hearing the gunshots, I may as well go for it. And I got rewarded, which was good. Another dude rocking up. He was trying to Glock me, but I think that's a bad idea versus a Mark 14. He told me to F off. That's, you know, like whatever, it is what it is. I got another advanced UAV, that's a shame. That's 2 15 kill streaks in a row, so that's kind of like cool because if I was trying to use it, that'd be cool, but bad because getting the live commentary is gonna be really, really weird now. Also, just noticed this server gives you more secondary mags, that's interesting. I will try to stick to 3 without resupplying just to like make it all vanilla, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go to this building because I'll be getting really nice long range angles from it. I think that's within my range. I think it'll be within my semi-auto range. So I think if that guy was fully out of cover and not secluded at all, like half behind cover, I think that would have been a really easy kill. But I think that because he was half, like his legs and that were covered, I think that was a hard kill. My bad on dying there. I thought that was me and I was like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. But that's good. That's Simmons vetting another 100 kill game, which is good. I think that'll be like 3 in a row, which would be really good. That's super duper cool. I don't want to check the map because of the thing, but I want to get awareness right now. So I'm going to look at the objectives B and D, enemy objective C's, and enemy objective E is as well. Okay, that's tough. Honestly, E for the team, top of D over here for kills. I think top of D for kills. I can't really tell because I can't check the map, but I would say so. Old district, that's definitely the way. Some kids accidentally talking in squad chat at the moment. I think it was the one who we saw earlier, if I remember correctly. I actually quite like this grey, not gonna lie. I might switch to black, honestly. Black is always just really cool in my opinion. Let's have a look at what else we can do. Yeah, they did change the amount of kills required, which is interesting for some skins. I might do this actually, speckled grey. Why not? To go with like the rainy sort of vibe. Wait, what the heck? You can put a spawn beacon out here? That's weird. That's really weird. There's a new tip unlocked. That's crazy. I did not know you could do that. Ooh. This is within my range if I just tap fire, but I just gotta like... I don't like tap firing with this gun, but it can work. Gotta get that headshot, body shot. Just gotta wait for this guy to sit still. Oh, dude, no. I don't know if you guys saw, but when I stopped shooting there, it like stuttered. That's a shame. I think I could have gotten him, but I did just aim bad as well. I'll do this. I don't think he saw me go back down low. I think he saw me go up high. Never mind. He backed up, so it doesn't really matter. Oof. Bad luck, Panda. That was tough. That was a really good play. Nearly caught me off guard. Did he just go up the top via a rope? No, he didn't. That's a shame. I think I got this guy. I don't have impact grenades because there's no grenades on the server. That was a good flick from me, honestly. I think that guy played good. I think I just got a good flick in there. That's a shame about the bleeding out. Oh dang, yeah, that was a really good kill from that guy. Holy moly. He probably hit some headshots, I reckon. That's what headshots feel like when a gun kills you faster than you expect. Generally, that is just an indicator of headshots. I know that seems obvious, but like a lot of the time it feels like a cheater kill, like when it's really, really quick. But in reality, it was just nuts headshots. Dang, that's a shame. I remember I used to play games when I was a really, really little kid, and I used to get really upset. I think everybody experiences if you played when you were little. People used to like flame you as a kid for just being a kid. When in reality, it's kind of like we are choosing the same pastime, though. You know what I mean? I don't know. I always thought it was weird people flaming me as a kid because I think that me being a kid is an instant indicator of my skill or my annoyance. Like I feel like I wasn't that annoying as a kid, but maybe I was. I don't know. What do you guys reckon? Did you guys play much when you were younger, or did you guys mainly start playing when you were adults? I'm dead. Okay. I can check the map as I don't have the UAV. I'm gonna head back to this building actually because it looks like there could be enemies anywhere up here or up along the top. There's a guy in here as well. I can hear him shooting. There he is. I just want to stay at range. I'm not like trying to go, here's where the enemies are, let me put them in range. I'm just trying to go, I am far away from everything. I'm just assuming there are no more snipers, but there definitely could have been another one there and I could have just gotten tapped in the chest and died, but I'm just assuming randomly. It's just 3 snipers feels like, you know, that feels like the number. So that's pretty good that that's within full auto range right there. If he's not secluded behind cover. I think that's a big distinguishing thing to make because I find that a lot of guns, it's so weird, depending on the fire rate, can be really good against people half behind cover or can be really bad. I saw that guy too. Didn't mean to throw that smoke. I thought I was going to impact grenade, but they've got grenades turned off. Oh, that's someone. Dang, I should have whipped out C4, honestly. It's a shame. I'm 53 and 9 now. That's pretty good, especially considering it's after the DC from Easy Anti-Cheat. So I think I'm doing alright here. Yeah, see right there, look at that. That's literally a clean case of I just took a fight up close and my gun didn't just insta-win. So, you know, definitely don't be doing that and definitely try to get those medium range gunfights. Because it's not even a case of this gun kills really fast at medium range. It kills like semi-quick, like it's alright, but it kills like consistently at like range, if you guys know what I mean. Whereas a gun that kills really, really fast doesn't kill consistently at range. Honestly, this is an interesting thing to mention as well. I really want to make this. I'm nearly at 1,000 kills with every gun. I honestly have just slowed down because I've been making videos about the guns. I've been making videos about guns instead of just using them because now it takes a lot more time to get 500 kills on a gun because I got to make a whole video on it instead of just doing it. But what do you call it? When I get 1,000 kills with every gun, I really want to make a video that's first of all a gun tier list. And then I want to make a video that's just about gun balance, because I think that the balance in this game is misunderstood by the majority of people. Because we're in this situation, right, where SMGs are going to get used no matter what, right? And the reason that they're going to get used right now is because their DPS is just higher than other guns. But you might say, oh, but we can nerf the range, right? Which means that the SMGs will not have good DPS over range. And that's true. And that means that the majority of the players, the average players, will not pick SMGs. But all the goated players who are really, really good and know how to close the gap, and they're just looking to get high KPMs, not play with like a large amount of guns, they'll just still use SMGs no matter what, because they do have the highest, in theory, potential for kills per minute because their damage is higher. So I think that we're in a weird state where the best players are always going to use the same guns, and they're going to destroy with those guns too, because they're just really, really good. But players are going to call them OP, and I think that even after we damage like nerf the range, they're still going to get called OP, and I think that that is something people need to get ready for. That SMG's pick rate is not going to go down a whole lot if we nerf the range. It'll only go down if we nerf the DPS itself or buff the DPS of other guns. I just think that it's just how it is. The best players are going to pick the highest DPS guns because it's just all the downsides that come with it, all the downsides that come with those like guns are downsides that a good player can just play differently to avoid. Like, oh, I can only be close range with this gun. Well, I'm not gonna lie, all the good, like the best players, I'm talking the best, I'm not talking like, maybe not even me to be honest, like, I'm talking like Snoozin and Nikos and the Ethereal Clan and things like that, the top of the top. And every now and again you'll verse people who are just cracked, will just still use SMGs. There'll be no reason to unless they buff the DPS of other guns. Now, I don't want all these other guns. Like, now, another thing is though, now we might be in this situation where if we buff the DPS of assault rifles to match SMGs, why would I pick SMGs? Because now even up close, assault rifles do more damage. So now you're in this really weird situation. And I think that a lot of people aren't going to like this, but I think that one of the solutions would be to make assault rifles do less damage up close. Like, they'll do the damage they do right now up close without the headshot multiplier, but then at range, we up assault rifles damage. So maybe 40 to 80 meters, they do a shit ton of damage to match SMGs or even do a little bit more or something. And now all of a sudden, it's like an actual choice. It's not just, well, I'm going to pick SMGs because it's the best choice. It's now an actual, like, oh man, I don't know what to do. Because right now, debuffs on guns don't matter as much as the buffs themselves. A gun having higher damage matters way more than it having a slow reload or whatever. There are, I'm just checking if that's a UAV for us, which it isn't, which means that I can use the map. But, oh, I just got kicked anyways. Oh my gosh, that's such a shit. I'm going to join back and switch squad. Oh, well, there you go. The match was going to end anyways, so yeah, ended that one with a fat 0-0-0, so that's pretty good. Definitely one of my better matches there, getting a clean zeros all across the board. Nah, but anyways, I don't know how many kills I got. I think I had a pretty good match. Simmons definitely had a good match. Let's have a look. Let's rep Simmons. He's in the channel Discord. Got another 124. That's really, really good. That's super awesome. But, yeah, anyways, look. What I'm trying to say is, like, look, I tell you what, that video is going to be up and coming. I really want to do an actual discussion where I've consolidated my thoughts on gun balance, because I think right now people complain a little bit too much. But, and I think that people don't distinguish between Pro League and public matches very much in this, and like ranked matches. But, I don't know, it is what it is. I am really liking the new DMRs update. I really, really recommend giving the M14 a go. This thing slaps so hard. I was even using it on old Namak, which is what we're getting right now. I played this just before this, and I was doing really, really good, and it was really, really fun. And yeah, I am going to be doing videos on all the DMRs, and then I'm going to be releasing a PP2000 and an Ultimax video, and then I'm going to prestige and get 1,000 kills with all the guns. And in between that, I'm going to be doing video suggestions that are on my Discord. So if you're not in the channel Discord, please join. I really like hearing you guys' feedback and getting video suggestions, because I want to make content that's good for you guys. Anyways, I know this is a super long outro, but thanks again for watching. It's been really, really good. I'll catch you guys later.